This is Michael Hale from Red Zone Radio, and we've got some breaking news coming in this morning. Multiple emergency bulletins are being issued across several states about what authorities are calling a strange seismic situation. And look, before anybody starts texting me end times, we're going to slow it down. We're going to do this the right way. Verified info first, no panic.
Morning, New York. Morning, America. If you're just joining us, we're tracking reports of an earthquake swarm out near Yellowstone. Not a single big quake, more like a lot of smaller ones packed tight.
Exactly, and that's important. Swarms happen. Yellowstone's had 'em. So has California, so has Nevada. The internet hears Yellowstone and immediately starts writing movie scripts.
You're saying the hashtags are moving faster than the ground?
I'm saying the hashtags need coffee. All right, quick timestamp for the record. It's just after the top of the hour here in New York City. Red Zone Radio is live. We're going to keep our lines open. We're also monitoring public agency bulletins, aviation updates, and anything coming out of Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, wherever this is concentrated.
And we want to be clear, we're not a government channel. We're not here to scare you, but if something real is happening, we're not going to pretend it's not.
That's the job. Now, here's what we have without the internet seasoning it. Multiple reports of increased seismic activity in the Yellowstone region. USGS, United States Geological Survey, has acknowledged elevated monitoring. That's their phrase, elevated monitoring.
Do we know numbers?
Different reports floating around. Some say dozens, some say hundreds, but we're not going to repeat a number we can't verify. What we can say is enough that state agencies are putting out short, cautious statements, and enough that it's making its way into morning news wires.
And enough that people are filming animals like it's a safari.
Yeah, that part I've seen. Bison, elk, deer, people yelling, "Look at 'em go," while standing way too close to a 1,000-pound animal. Folks, if there's one thing you learn in America, nature doesn't need your commentary.
Okay, speaking of that, listeners are already texting in. We're getting a bunch from out west, and I know we're a New York station, but this is a national situation the second the phrase Yellowstone starts trending.
Read a couple.
My cousin in Cody says the ground's been humming all night. Friend in Bozeman says dogs won't stop barking. Is this just a hoax to sell emergency kits?
I'm always impressed with the speed at which America turns uncertainty into a business model. But no, this doesn't look like a hoax. It looks like a real seismic swarm. The question is what it means, and right now the agencies are not calling it an emergency.
That's also what makes people nervous. When officials say monitoring, people hear, "we don't know."
Fair, but "we don't know" is sometimes the honest answer.
Michael, we've got a caller from Wyoming. Female. Says she's on a highway near Jackson. She sounds shaken.
All right, put it through. And again, everyone listening, breathe. We're not doing apocalypse radio today. We're doing information.
Hi, am I on?
You're on, Megan. I'm Michael. You're calling from Wyoming, yeah?
Yeah, I'm outside Jackson, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, okay? I'm not one of those people, but it's weird out here.
Tell me what you're seeing.
It started last night. Not like a big quake that knocks stuff off shelves. It's more like a constant shaking, like you're sitting on a washing machine that won't stop. And then this morning, animals, like actual animals crossing the road in lines.
What kind? Deer? Elk?
Elk, and bison too, further up. People are pulled over filming, and the animals look scared, like they're not just wandering.
Concerned. Any officials, state troopers, park rangers telling people to move?
I saw one patrol car, but traffic's building, and no one seems to know what to do. And there's this smell, like rotten eggs sometimes. It comes and goes.
Sulfur smell.
Yeah, and my phone keeps dropping calls, like it can't handle it.
Okay. Megan, I want you to do a couple practical things. If you're driving, keep moving. Don't stop on the highway. Don't join a crowd. Animals are unpredictable, and panicked animals are worse.
People are acting like it's a tourist thing.
Yeah, and people also try to pet wild raccoons. You can't fix everybody. You can only make smart choices for you. Are you with family?
It's me and my sister. She's trying not to freak out.
Good. Tell her you're doing the right thing by staying mobile and staying aware. If any local agency gives instructions, follow those. And if you feel a strong quake, pull over somewhere safe away from bridges or steep slopes. Got it?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Call us again if the situation changes. Be safe.
That doesn't sound like nothing.
It sounds like a swarm plus human curiosity making it worse. Still, animals moving like that gets my attention.
Animals leaving an area is usually a sign something's happening.
Or a sign they're animals and they do weird stuff, but we note it, we track it, that's what we're doing.
Listener text from Denver. Flights are rerouting. My brother's a ramp guy at the airport. Another from Salt Lake. They're telling staff to expect changes today.
Aviation doesn't reroute for hashtags. Aviation reroutes if there's risk. Could be precautionary.
But uncertainty is the part that messes with people.
Welcome to being human. Now, social media. We're seeing a couple viral clips. One shows steam rising off the ground, people saying it's new vents. Another is a shaky video of animals running. And there's one with someone claiming the sky is turning gray.
That one looked like early morning fog.
Exactly. Internet sees fog, calls it doom. If you're in those states, don't rely on random clips. Rely on local emergency alerts, local officials, and trusted agencies.
We also have to say, if you're physically in the area, you don't wait until you're scared to plan. You plan now.
Right. Plan doesn't mean panic. It means charge your phone. Fill your gas tank if you can. Know where your meds are. Basic stuff. Americans do this every hurricane season anyway.
But this isn't a hurricane. People don't know what to do with the geological thing.
And we're not going to pretend we're volcanologists. We're broadcasters. So we listen to the experts. USGS says monitoring, state bulletins say awareness, no official emergency declared. That's where it stands right now.
We should talk about rumors before they spread. Some posts are claiming a big one is imminent. Others are claiming it already erupted.
As of right now, we do not have any official confirmation of eruption. We do not have verified visuals of ash. We do not have a nationwide emergency declaration. What we have is a swarm and a lot of anxious people online.
But also real people like Megan who sound genuinely scared.
And that's why we're here. All right, we're going to keep taking reports from across the country. If you're in Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, if you're a pilot, a trucker, a nurse, a ranger, call us. If you're just someone who saw a weird headline and you're spiraling, don't. We're not doing spirals.
Quick note, we're getting so many texts that the system's lagging. So if you sent one and it didn't go through, try again later.
Even our phones are like, can we not?
That's not funny.
You're right, it's not. It's my reflex. All right, closing out this first hour. Increased seismic activity near Yellowstone, unusual animal movement reported, aviation advisories and reroutes happening quietly, and USGS maintaining monitoring language. No official emergency declaration at this time.
And if you're listening out west, don't become a spectator. If your local officials tell you to move, you move.
We'll be right here into the next hour, and we're going to see if this is just another swarm or something else, something bigger. Stay with us. Back with you, hour 2 of our live coverage. Same deal, verified information, no panic theater. We're getting more consistent reports now, and the theme is not one big quake, it's frequency. People are describing constant shaking, rolling vibrations, and, this is new, steam and heat changes.
We're seeing more tourism accounts posting, and some of it is nonsense, but some of it lines up. Different people in different places describing the same things.
And the big headline, FAA quietly shifting flight paths. Again, quietly doesn't mean secret. It means it's routine aviation caution. But it's real.
We've got a stack of pilot texts coming in. Also, an internal note. USGS statements aren't matching across channels. Some posts say no significant change. Others say elevated unrest.
That's the kind of thing that makes people freak out. Contradictory expert messaging.
It also happens when agencies are coordinating and not everyone is updated at the same time. It's messy, but it's not automatically sinister.
Timestamp. Hour 1 to 2 of this situation. New York is waking up. The rest of the country is waking up. And everyone's seeing the same word on their phones. Yellowstone.
Which is why we're going to keep it grounded. Here's the pattern.
Quakes increasing in frequency, not magnitude. That matters. It suggests movement, pressure shifts, without a single catastrophic snap. And no, I'm not pretending I'm a geologist. That's just basic reading.
Listener texts. I'm in Oklahoma, and I swear I smelled sulfur this morning. Another, Kansas City. My sister says the air has a weird bite. Another from Chicago. Is this connected, or are people imagining it?
Sulfur smells in multiple states could be mass suggestion, or it could be unrelated local issues, or it could be early atmospheric movement and people are sensitive to it. We don't confirm that based on texts. We note it.
Emergency alert system test just hit a few western counties. It mentions geological anomaly and avoid restricted areas, not a full evacuation order.
Okay, that's important. That's one official interruption for this hour. Geological anomaly. That is bureaucratic language for weird stuff happening.
People hear that and they don't think anomaly. They think we're in trouble.
Then we translate it. It means we are seeing changes we can't fully explain and we want the public away from danger zones. That's all. Not end of America, not supervolcano.
But something is shifting, because we're also getting reports from tourists. Steam vents expanding. And that's not just internet noise. That's multiple separate calls.
We've got a mail caller, works logistics, says he's near a freight hub in Utah, wants to talk about supply chain and fuel. Mail caller.
Put him on. I'll take it.
Hey, is this Red Zone? I'm Darnell. I'm outside Salt Lake. Look, I'm not even calling about the quakes. I'm calling because everything is already getting jammed up.
Darnell, you're on with Jenny. Tell me what you're seeing.
Trucks are stacking. Dispatch is rerouting. Guys are getting messages like do not head west. Like it's weather. But it ain't weather. It's like a blanket order. In gas stations, lines already.
Lines for gas in Utah already?
Yeah, because people saw Yellowstone and they ran out to fill up. And now folks who actually need to move freight can't even get pumps.
Are you hearing anything official?
Not official. Just company emails. Safety. Avoid the region. And I got a buddy who's a small plane pilot. He says they're changing routes because there's talk of ash.
Talk of ash?
That's what he said. I don't know if it's confirmed, but that's the word.
Okay. Darnell, thank you. Stay safe. And if you see actual official bulletins, send them to us.
Yeah. And hey, tell people not to panic by gas. They're screwing everyone.
Message received.
That's early ripple effect. The quake isn't in New York, but fear moves faster than geology.
And he said the word ash, which is not nothing.
Talk of ash could also mean dust, smoke, wildfire. We are not confirming ash based on one second-hand call.
But combine that with flight path changes and steam vent reports.
And the USGS confusion. Yes. We're building a picture.
I want to read one more text. I'm a nurse in Billings. We're getting people coming in with anxiety attacks, asthma flare-ups. No one knows what to tell them. That's early, but it's real.
That's America in crisis. Fear becomes a medical event. And we're still an hour two.
We've got a female caller, tourist near a park entrance. She's describing steam, and she's crying. Female caller. I've got her.
I don't even know if I should be calling, but there's steam coming out of places it wasn't yesterday.
Alicia, you're doing okay. You're on the air with Michael. Where are you exactly?
My husband and I were by the road near one of the entrances, and the ground, like, you can see it. It's like it's breathing.
Is there a ranger station nearby? Any officials telling people to leave?
It's chaos. People are filming. People are screaming at each other. Somebody said the road is closing. I don't know what's true.
Okay, listen to me. Don't wait for the crowd to decide. If you can safely drive away from the area, do it now. Don't stop for footage. Don't argue. Just move.
What if we're overreacting?
Overreacting is embarrassing. Underreacting gets you trapped. If officials later say it was nothing, you lose a day. If it's something, you might save your life. Leave.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Be safe.
The ground is breathing. That is not a phrase I like.
Me neither. But we keep it disciplined. We're not saying eruption. We're saying unusual thermal and steam activity reported by multiple witnesses, alongside a continuing seismic swarm.
And pilots texting about ash warnings.
Still unconfirmed, but yes, noted.
We should prepare the audience for the possibility that official messaging will lag reality.
That's fair, but we say it carefully. Agencies will confirm what they can confirm. That takes time. Meanwhile, you act prudently if you're in the region.
And for everyone else, this isn't far away. Disruptions spread. Flights, freight, fuel, health systems.
Closing hour 2. The quake swarm continues. Reports of expanding steam vents are increasing. Aviation and logistics are reacting. And we've now received a formal emergency alert language in some counties, referencing a geological anomaly. No official declaration of eruption at this time.
But the pattern is tightening, and the next hour matters.
Controlled. Stay with us. Because earthquakes don't usually do that. Welcome back. Hour 3 of our live coverage. Quick recap if you're just tuning in. We've been tracking a dense earthquake swarm in the Yellowstone region. Multiple on-the-ground reports of unusual steam and heat changes, and quiet shifts in aviation and freight routes. No confirmed eruption. Up to now. That's the key phrase. Up to now.
And the reason our tone just changed is because we're seeing information that doesn't fit just earthquakes. We've been careful all morning to avoid jumping ahead. But the next updates are not rumors. They're coming from major monitoring channels.
Michael, Jenny, NOAA is posting an atmospheric anomaly alert, and we've got satellite imagery being shared by multiple credible meteorology accounts. They're calling it an ash signature. Ash signature.
Ash doesn't come from earthquakes.
Exactly. So we slow down and we verify. Sam, what's the source line?
Producer Sam.
Focused. NOAA tracking language. They're not calling it a worst-case scenario, but they're confirming an abnormal plume at high altitude. It's moving and dispersing like volcanic ash. All right, America, listen carefully. We are not doing panic, but if this is ash at altitude, that changes everything about air travel, health advisories, and what the next 12 hours look like.
And we're already seeing it in the aviation world. We have multiple listener messages from pilots and ground crews saying routes are being canceled or diverted fast.
Before we go to calls, we're going to read the one official interruption we have for this hour. This is the first time we're doing this today. We're keeping these limited. This is an emergency public advisory being issued for parts of the western United States. If you are in affected counties near Yellowstone and surrounding areas, follow instructions from local emergency management. Avoid restricted zones. Prepare for poor air quality and sudden visibility changes. Again, follow local officials.
That's not monitoring. That's movement.
That's the system shifting from watch to warn. Still no official use of the word eruption in what we just read, but you don't put out advisories like that for nothing.
We also need to address the misinformation spike happening right now. People are posting the whole country is done and New York will be buried. None of that is verified and it's not helpful. What's real is a plume is being detected. That means risk, it means disruption, it means health issues for millions depending on wind patterns.
And this is where the America part matters. The eruption zone is not in your backyard for most of you, but the consequences might be.
We have a male caller from Colorado Springs. He says he works with aviation, logistics, at a regional airport. Male caller.
Put him through. I'll take it.
Yeah, hi, this is Nate. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but our ops board just flipped, like in minutes.
Nate, you're on with Jenny. Tell me what changed.
We got a notice about airspace. Not a suggestion, a notice. And then, planes that were supposed to head west are getting held. Folks are rerouting south, east, anything but toward that region.
Are they saying why?
They're using the word ash. They're saying potential ash. And that's enough. Jet engines don't play with ash.
Are flights being grounded nationwide yet?
Not nationwide, but the domino effect is real. You cancel a chunk of western routes, the planes aren't where they're supposed to be for the next legs. The whole system starts to tangle. It's like pulling one thread and the whole sweater goes.
What's your advice to people listening?
Firm. If you're flying today, check constantly. Don't show up assuming you're getting on a plane. And if you're near the region, stay indoors if you can. People think ash is like snow. It's not.
Nate, thank you. Stay safe and keep us posted if you get updated bulletins.
That's nationwide impact in plain language. The system tangles fast.
And he said it straight. Ash is not snow. People romanticize it until they're coughing.
We are going to play a short piece of audio that multiple credible reporters are sharing, allegedly from a scientist briefing. We're labeling this clearly. We cannot verify the speaker's identity with full certainty, but the content matches what official channels are now suggesting.
And we're doing it because it explains why the messaging is changing so fast.
What we're seeing is consistent with a volcanic ash plume at altitude. This is not simply an earthquake sequence. We need immediate coordination for aviation hazards and respiratory exposure. This exceeds baseline unrest.
Not simply an earthquake sequence.
Exceeds baseline unrest. That is not a comforting sentence.
This is where the psychological part hits. For the first 2 hours, the country could treat this like a weird headline. Now, it's a situation. A moving situation.
We're getting an influx of text from the Midwest and South, people asking if they should buy masks, if they should stock food, and we have to answer responsibly.
Here's the responsible answer. Do not stampede stores. But yes, if you have basic protective masks at home from any previous emergencies, know where they are. If you have asthma, have your inhalers accessible. If you have elderly family, check on them. Calm preparation is not panic.
And if you're in the region, calm preparation might mean leaving before you're told twice.
We've got a female caller from Idaho Falls. She says the sky looks wrong, and people are arguing in the street. Female caller. Put her through.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what to say. It's like the light changed. The sun looks weak.
Trish, you're on with Michael. Take a breath. Tell me where you are and what you're seeing.
Idaho Falls, and people are outside staring up like it's fireworks. It's not fireworks. It's like a veil, and my car has, grit on it already.
Grit on the car. Any official messages in your area?
Schools are calling parents. Some places are closing early, but there's no clear instruction. It's just chaos. My neighbor says we should drive east right now. Another says it's nothing and we're being dramatic.
Okay, here's what you do. If you are seeing particulate on surfaces and the light is changing, you stay indoors as much as possible. Close windows. If you must drive, do it with caution. Visibility can change quickly. And do not follow random crowds. Follow county emergency updates.
My kid's at school.
Then your priority is your kid. Go get them if you can do it safely. Keep your face covered if you have anything available. Cloth is better than nothing. Do you have family nearby?
My sister's in Montana and she won't answer.
Networks may be overloaded. Keep trying, but don't burn yourself out. Get your child, get indoors, and conserve energy. You're doing the right thing by calling. We're going to stay here with you.
Okay. Thank you.
We're also seeing our lines lagging hard. Text system is delayed. We're getting reports that 911 in parts of Wyoming is overwhelmed.
That's early infrastructure strain. That's hour 3.
And when 911 is overwhelmed, people call anybody. They call radio. They call relatives. They post online. That increases noise. That increases fear.
So we stay clean. We stay clear. What we can confirm this hour: NOAA-level atmospheric anomaly, consistent with ash at altitude. Aviation disruptions escalating. Multiple on-the-ground witness reports of particulate and altered light near the region, and a growing pattern that does not match just earthquakes.
Closing hour 3. We are still waiting on definitive language from USGS on what exactly has occurred, but the indicators are shifting hard. The next hour is where America may hear the word nobody wants to hear.
And if you're out west, please stop treating this like content. Get indoors, get moving if officials tell you, and protect your lungs.
Stay with us. Hour 4 is coming. Hour 4. Red Zone Radio live from New York City. If you're just joining, here's the recap. Earthquake swarm near Yellowstone. Expanding thermal steam reports. And now confirmed atmospheric signals consistent with ash at altitude. Aviation disruptions are escalating. And in the last few minutes, we've received the update that changes the nature of this entire broadcast.
I'm going to say this carefully, because words matter. USGS has issued a confirmation. They are confirming an eruption event. They are not using the biggest, scariest word people are posting online, but they are confirming it.
Yellowstone has breached.
And you can hear it in the way agencies are talking. The language is controlled, but the actions are urgent.
USGS statement is live. They're confirming volcanic activity. Advisories are being issued across Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. Evacuation orders are starting in multiple counties. Hospitals are shifting to emergency capacity. All right. 1 to 2 official announcements this hour. Maximum. This is one. Listen.
Official advisory. If you are in designated evacuation zones near Yellowstone and surrounding counties, evacuate when directed. If you are outside zones but experiencing ashfall, remain indoors, seal windows and doors, and limit travel. Follow instructions from local emergency management and public safety agencies.
This is where America-focused matters, because even if you are in New York, Florida, Ohio, people you love might be in that region, and the ripple effects are immediate.
We are already seeing panic buying. It's not a theory. It's happening. We have listeners texting from Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia. Stores are getting hit with the same pattern. Water, masks, canned food, batteries.
And the fear isn't just about ash. It's about uncertainty. People don't know how big this gets.
And we are not going to pretend we know the final scale in hour 4. We will tell you what we know, and we will tell you what we don't.
We've got a mail caller, paramedic in Montana. He says the ER is already overflowing with breathing problems and panic attacks. Mail caller.
Put him through. I'll take it. Yeah, this is Luis. I'm a paramedic. We're outside buildings. People are coming in like it's a storm, but it's their lungs. And it's not just ash. It's anxiety, too.
Luis, you're on with Jenny. What are you seeing on the ground?
You've got older folks, asthma, COPD, anybody with issues, they're struggling. And then you've got families who aren't even sick. They're just terrified. They can't find their relatives, phones aren't working right, and people keep driving toward the mess because they want to go get someone.
Are you seeing actual ash in your area?
Yeah. It's light, but it's there. It's enough that you can taste it. We're telling people to cover their faces, stay inside if they can, but the shelters are filling, and we don't have unlimited oxygen.
Do you feel like your system is already overwhelmed?
Yeah. And it's hour 4. That's the scary part. This isn't later. This is now.
Luis, thank you for what you're doing. Please stay safe. And if you have a message for the public, say it.
Stop driving into danger. Stop clogging hospitals unless you really can't breathe. Check on your neighbors. And if you've got masks, save the good ones for people who need them most.
Thank you.
That's America under stress in real time.
And it's not just the region. The air travel system is taking a hit nationwide. Freight is taking a hit nationwide. Hospitals everywhere are bracing because people panic everywhere.
We're also seeing the images that people will remember for the rest of their lives. Satellite views showing a towering column. Cameras from hundreds of miles away showing a strange gray smear in the sky. And again, this is being reported as an eruption event.
People are asking in texts, is this the big one? And I need to say something. Agencies are not calling it that, and we're not calling it that. We're calling it what's confirmed, volcanic eruption and ash hazard.
But we also don't insult the audience's intelligence. If you see evacuations, if you see aviation shutdowns, if you see hospitals overwhelmed, you're allowed to feel fear.
Female caller from Wyoming. She says evacuation traffic is locked. People are running out of gas on the highway. Female caller.
Put her through.
Michael, please tell people to stop blocking the roads. We've been sitting for an hour. Cars are overheating, people are getting out and yelling.
Denise, you're on with Michael. Where are you right now?
Outside Cody, heading east. The road is packed. There's ash, like dust, blowing across, and people keep stopping to take pictures like they're tourists at a parade.
Controlled? Are there officials directing traffic?
Some, but it's not enough. And my dad's in the back seat coughing. I don't have more masks.
Denise, keep your windows up. If you have any cloth, use it for your dad. If you have water, small sips. Don't push yourself into dangerous driving. Steady movement is better than aggressive movement in gridlock. If your car starts overheating, turn off the engine when you're stopped. Preserve fuel.
People are so selfish. They're cutting lanes. They're screaming.
That's fear. It makes people ugly. Focus on your dad. Focus on staying alive. You are doing what you're supposed to do. If you can, move with the flow. Don't get out into ash unless you have to.
Okay.
Call back if you get separated or if conditions change. We'll stay with you.
People stopping for pictures.
That's the modern sickness. A disaster becomes content until it becomes your lungs.
And now the secondary crisis begins. Gas, food, medicine, oxygen, shelter. The eruption is one event. The countrywide chaos is another.
We need to address the national picture. Midwest freight hubs are slowing because routes are redirected. Ports are bracing for supply interruptions. Airlines are reshuffling planes. Schools in multiple states are considering closures because parents are terrified.
And then there's the psychological collapse. People can handle a fire. People can handle a hurricane. But a volcano, people don't have a mental script for that.
We're getting reports of people overwhelming stores across the East Coast. Also, our own building management is asking what our contingency plan is if air quality worsens here. Tell them we're staying live as long as we can.
Michael, your voice changed.
Because I'm thinking of every person who woke up today expecting a normal Thursday, and now they're hearing eruption on the radio.
And we're only 4 hours in.
Closing hour 4. USGS has confirmed volcanic activity. Evacuations are underway in parts of the West. Ash hazard is real. Hospitals near the region are already overwhelmed by respiratory distress and panic. Nationwide disruptions, air travel, freight, consumer behavior are accelerating.
And the next hour is where the federal response either stabilizes the public or fails to keep up.
Stay with us, because what happens next isn't just Wyoming's problem. It's America's. Hour 5, Red Zone Radio Live. If you're just joining us, here is where we stand. Yellowstone has experienced a confirmed eruption event. Evacuations are underway across parts of the West. Ash hazards are real. Hospitals near the region are strained. And now, America as a whole is entering the next phase of this crisis.
The word you're hearing behind the scenes is national, not regional, not local, national, because the systems that keep this country moving, air, fuel, food, medicine, are starting to wobble.
Within the last few minutes, federal agencies have escalated their posture. This is the second and final official announcement we will read this hour. A nationwide emergency declaration has been issued in response to the Yellowstone eruption. Federal resources are being mobilized. Americans are advised to follow state and local guidance, avoid unnecessary travel, and prepare for prolonged disruptions to transportation and air quality.
That's it. That's the line people remember.
Somber. Nationwide emergency. That doesn't mean the entire country is physically in danger. It means the entire country is affected.
And the effect is already visible. Gas stations in multiple states are reporting shortages, not because supply vanished, but because fear emptied the tanks faster than trucks can refill them.
This is important. Panic buying creates the shortage it fears, but telling people not to panic doesn't stop it. People act on instinct.
We're seeing military convoy movement reports. National Guard assisting evacuation routes in Wyoming and Montana. Also, FEMA staging sites activating in Colorado and Utah. That's expected. That's the system responding.
But the system moves slower than fear. Exactly. And while federal response ramps up, Everyday Americans are making decisions right now. Good ones and bad ones.
Mail caller from Ohio. Truck driver. Says deliveries are being canceled mid-route. Mail caller.
Put him through. Jenny, I'm sitting outside Columbus. I've been driving 20 years. I've never seen dispatch flip like this. Rick, you're on with Jenny. What happened? Half my load got canceled. Other half rerouted. Warehouses are shutting docks because they don't know if shipments will come through. Fuel's getting rationed already for commercial trucks. That affects groceries fast. Yeah, folks don't realize. The food doesn't magically appear. You interrupt the chain. Shelves go empty in days, not weeks. What are drivers being told? Keep rolling if you can. Conserve fuel. Don't argue with panic drivers at gas stations. And pray the highways stay open. Thank you, Rick. Stay safe out there.
That's the invisible crisis. Most people won't understand until it hits their fridge.
And New York isn't immune. NYC Emergency Management has activated response protocols. Not evacuations, but preparation.
Our city knows air quality emergencies. We've been here before. But this is bigger, longer, and unknown.
Building management says air filtration systems are being checked. They want to know how long we plan to stay live.
As long as the signal holds.
People are counting on that.
Closing hour 5. A nationwide emergency has been declared. Evacuations continue in the West. Military and federal response is mobilizing. Supply chains are already under stress. Panic buying is accelerating. And the country is realizing this isn't a headline. It's a disruption of daily life.
And the ash cloud is still moving.
Steady hour 6 is where East Coast reality starts to change. Stay with us. Hour 6. Red Zone Radio. And for the first time today, the crisis out west has reached the eastern sky in a way people can see.
If you're in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, step outside for a second and look up. The light looks off. Not dark, not stormy, just wrong.
That's ash at altitude interacting with cloud cover and sunlight. It doesn't have to fall to affect you.
We're already getting reports of throat irritation, headaches, and breathing discomfort across the East Coast. Hospitals are advising people with respiratory conditions to limit outdoor exposure.
Airports across the country are now fully shut down or operating at minimal capacity. This is not regional anymore. This is national paralysis.
Emergency alert just came through for our area. Air quality advisory. Remain indoors if possible.
That's the first official announcement this hour. We're not repeating it again.
Schools across multiple states are closing midday. Parents are scrambling. Childcare systems weren't built for this.
Nothing was built for this.
Staff are asking if they should try to leave the station before conditions worsen.
We stay. We rotate if needed. But we don't abandon the broadcast.
People are scared. They need a voice.
We've got a female caller from Queens. She says ash smell is noticeable. And power flickered. Female caller. Put her through.
Michael, my lights just blinked. My kids are coughing. Is this really happening here now?
Rosa, you're on with Michael. Take a breath. A flicker doesn't mean the grid is failing, but it does mean the system is under stress.
Should we leave the city?
Not unless officials tell you to. Right now, the safest thing is staying indoors, sealing windows, and limiting exposure. Leaving creates traffic and risk.
I thought this was a West thing.
We all did this morning. But this doesn't mean the city is collapsing. It means we adapt. You're doing the right thing by calling and staying informed.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought this was a West thing. That's the sentence of the day.
And it won't be the last time we hear it.
Concerned. Power grids across several states are reporting strain. Not outages yet, but stress. High demand. People staying home, running air systems.
And every system depends on another system. Power needs fuel. Fuel needs transport. Transport needs clear air.
Focused. Backup generator status. Limited hours.
Then we pace ourselves.
Exhausted. Michael, you haven't stopped talking for 6 hours.
Neither has the country.
Concerned. People are asking if this will last days, weeks.
We don't know, and anyone who tells you they do is guessing.
Soft. But we do know this. Panic makes everything worse.
Steady. Closing hour 6. Ash haze has reached the East Coast. Airports nationwide are shut down. Power grids are under strain. Schools and businesses are closing. And Americans are realizing this is not a temporary inconvenience. It's a national emergency with no clear timeline.
And the night is coming.
Hour 7 is where survival thinking replaces normal thinking. Stay with us. Hour 7. Rolling into Hour 8. Red Zone Radio live from New York City. Quick recap. Yellowstone eruption confirmed. Nationwide emergency declared. Ash haze is now affecting the East Coast. Airports are shut down. Schools are closing. Supply chains are straining. And the country is sliding from news event into survival event.
And now we're in the part where systems don't fail all at once. They fail in pieces. A text doesn't go through. A call drops. A store runs out of one thing and another. People start doing math in their heads. How long can I keep my family okay?
We are already seeing intermittent failures in cell networks in multiple regions. Not everywhere, not permanent, but enough that people are noticing, and enough that it's changing behavior.
We're getting reports from multiple states. Cell towers overloaded. Some regions are throttling data. Also, food distribution centers are delaying routes due to air quality and fuel access.
That's a major point for the USA audience. This isn't just about ash. It's about the flow of everything.
People keep asking, why is my phone slow? Why did my call drop? It's because the network is a finite resource, and everybody's trying to use it at once. Calling family, checking news, trying to book travel that doesn't exist anymore.
We've got listeners texting. My dad's in Wyoming and he hasn't answered in hours. My sister's on the road and her location stopped updating. That's where panic goes from emotional to physical.
And we're going to keep repeating this. Dropped communication doesn't automatically mean the worst. It may mean overload. It may mean dead zones. It may mean the person is conserving battery. But it does mean you need a plan beyond constant calling.
Plan like agreed meeting points, check-in times, neighbors, local community.
Exactly. The kind of stuff Americans used to do before we relied on instant communication for everything.
Mail caller from Louisiana works at a large grocery distribution warehouse. Says refrigerated deliveries are being prioritized and some regions are being cut off. Mail caller.
Put him through. I'll take it.
Jenny, I'm Marcus. I'm down outside Baton Rouge. I'm telling you, people are going to notice shortages faster than they think.
Marcus, you're on with Jenny. What's happening at your facility?
We're getting orders to prioritize essentials. Baby formula, meds shipments, canned goods. But trucks aren't coming back as fast. Fuel's an issue. Drivers don't want to cross certain areas because the air quality alerts are spreading, and they think it's going to get worse.
So it's not just, we ran out. It's, we can't move it.
Exactly. And then you got regular people showing up at stores angry like it's the clerk's fault. They're screaming at teenagers stocking shelves, like that kid caused a volcano.
That's ugly.
It's fear. Fear makes people mean. But yeah, if folks don't calm down, they're going to break the supply lines themselves.
What do you want Americans to do right now?
Buy what you need, not what you're scared of. Check on your neighbors, and stop fighting in aisles like it's a sport.
Marcus, thank you. Stay safe.
That's the country cracking at the seams.
And we haven't even gotten to the part where power starts getting unreliable for some areas.
Which is a polite way of saying the system's working too hard.
This is where the broadcast changes too. Earlier today, we were reading bulletins and taking calls like a normal crisis. Now we're being asked for advice. People want instructions.
So we give practical, non-hysterical guidance.
If you're listening in any state, keep phones charged when you can. Keep Keep a flashlight handy. If you have medications, organize them. If you rely on medical devices, talk with neighbors and family now about backup plans. Don't wait until you're desperate.
And if you have elderly neighbors, check on them. Not tomorrow. Now.
We have a female caller from Wyoming again. Denise. She's the one stuck in evacuation traffic earlier. She's calling back. Female caller.
Put her through.
Michael, I don't know where we are. The GPS stopped loading. My dad's worse.
Denise, you're with Michael. Stay with me. Are you still moving at all?
Barely. It's like a parking lot. And the air is... My throat burns. We're using shirts as masks, but it's not enough.
Okay, listen carefully. If you have water, small sips for your dad. Keep the windows sealed. If you have any tape, seal the vents as best you can. If your car is overheating, do the same thing. Engine off when stopped. Preserve fuel.
People are fighting. Someone tried to take a gas can out of a truck.
That's the danger of scarcity. Denise, do not get out unless absolutely necessary. Do you see any official vehicles? Troopers? Guardsmen?
I saw a helicopter earlier. That's it.
Okay. If you can, move with the flow until you reach a town or a staging point. If your father's breathing becomes severe, you may need medical assistance. But we also know medical systems are overwhelmed. I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't want him to die in the car.
I hear you. Keep him calm. Keep his breathing slow if you can. Tell him you're getting him out. Keep talking to him. Panic steals oxygen.
Okay.
You call us back when you reach shelter, or if you get separated. We'll stay with you.
That's the new America. People abandoning cars because the road is a trap.
And this is still the first day.
Afraid. That's what kills people emotionally. Silence.
Silence creates stories in your head, and your head is cruel.
Concerned. Michael, our own text system is lagging. Messages are coming in out of order.
Tired, which means our infrastructure is feeling it too.
Afraid. So we need to shift from broadcasting about it to broadcasting through it.
Determined. Exactly. Grim. Closing hours 7 into 8. Cell networks are intermittently failing across regions due to overload. Supply chain disruptions are escalating. Tempers are rising. Evacuations are chaotic in the West, and the national mood is sliding towards survival thinking. This is not a clean crisis. It's messy. It's human.
Afraid. And the next hour is where night changes behavior. People do different things in the dark.
Controlled. Stay with us. Exhausted. Hour 9. The sun is lower, and across the country the light looks wrong. We're live from New York, and for a lot of America, night doesn't feel like rest anymore. It feels like vulnerability.
Numb. People keep texting the same thing in different words. I can't believe this is real. That's what shock sounds like.
Somber. Quick recap. Confirmed eruption. Ash hazards. Nationwide emergency. Airports shut down. Cell networks strained. Supply chains disrupted. Evacuations chaotic. And now we're seeing power outages spreading in clusters. Again, not everywhere, but enough to change the tone of the nation.
That means the basics are wobbling.
Controlled. And this is where rumors thrive. People see a blackout and assume the entire grid is dead. People see a low water pressure and assume there's no water coming. Sometimes it's local, sometimes it spreads. The difference is how we respond.
Concerned. Curfews are being announced in some places, but enforcement is inconsistent because law enforcement is stretched thin.
Grim. A curfew without enforcement becomes a suggestion, and suggestions don't stop desperation.
Male caller from Chicago says his building lost power and people are trying to break into the lobby store for supplies. Male caller.
Put him through.
Jenny, I'm on the south side. We lost power like 2 hours ago, and now everybody's in the hallway yelling. Folks are trying to pry open the little store downstairs.
Andre, you're on with Jenny. Are you safe right now?
I'm in my apartment, door locked, but I can hear them. They're saying they need water, they need food. Some people are calm, some people aren't.
Okay. Stay inside. Don't confront a crowd. If you have water, ration it. If you have a battery-powered light, use it sparingly. Do you know your neighbors?
A couple. But now people are acting like strangers.
Fear makes people forget community. If you can safely check on 1 or 2 neighbors, quietly, do it. But don't put yourself in danger.
Are we supposed to leave the city?
Right now, traveling without fuel and without clear information can be more dangerous than staying put. Unless officials tell you to evacuate, sheltering is usually safer. But I can't pretend every neighborhood is the same. Trust your immediate reality.
Okay, thank you.
You're not alone, Andre. Keep listening.
People are acting like strangers. That's the line that tells you the social fabric is tearing. We have a female caller from upstate New York, near Albany. She says her water pressure dropped, and she's worried the city systems are failing. Female caller. Put her through.
Michael, my water's barely running. Is this happening everywhere?
Leela, you're on with Michael. Not everywhere. Water pressure drops can be local. Pumping stations, power issues, maintenance shutdowns. But you should act like it could last.
What do I do?
Fill what containers you have right now. Clean ones. Bathtub if you need to. Not to panic, just to be prepared. Use water carefully. And if you have neighbors who need help, coordinate instead of competing.
People are already arguing in my building.
Then keep your plan quiet and practical. You don't win an argument during a crisis. You win by staying alive.
Okay.
You're doing the right thing by preparing calmly. And we haven't even lost our own power yet.
Generator fuel remains limited. Also, our main transmitter is showing stress. Signal strength is fluctuating.
Then we use our energy wisely. We prioritize information. We keep the broadcast clean.
People also keep asking if the ash will fall heavy here.
We don't know. But even without heavy ashfall, the secondary effects, supply, healthcare, power are already here.
And the mental toll is massive. We're hearing more crying, more numb voices, more "I can't get through to my family."
Which is why we keep speaking. Not because our words fix geology, because our words give structure to fear.
Closing hour 9. Rolling outages are spreading in clusters. Water systems are showing strain in some regions. Curfews are being announced unevenly, and Americans are starting to realize this may not be a one-day event. The long night isn't just literal, it's psychological.
Next segment, hour 10, may be where communication itself starts to fail. Stay with us while you still can. Hour 10 into hour 11, Red Zone Radio. If you can hear us, you're one of the lucky ones, because across the country, major broadcasts are going dark in patches. Not everywhere, but enough that the national voice is breaking into regional whispers.
We're getting texts from listeners saying, "All I have is you." That's terrifying. That's too much responsibility for any station.
And yet, here we are. Quick recap. National emergency, outages, water strain, curfews, supply chaos, and now the biggest change. Emergency systems are failing in places, not because people stopped caring, because the load is too high. Reports of EAS interruptions failing to propagate in some counties. Also, multiple local stations reporting transmitter issues due to power instability and ash infiltration in equipment rooms, especially in the central U.S. as the plume spreads.
People never think about how fragile communication is until it's gone.
We're starting to feel it here. Our main transmitter is unstable. We're switching between systems to stay alive as long as possible.
If we drop, we're not doing drama about it. We're just telling you the truth. We're pushing equipment past comfort.
Male caller from Nevada. He says his town's emergency services basically stopped answering. He's trying to organize neighbors. Male caller.
Put him through.
Jenny, I'm Ben, small town outside Reno. Our emergency line is basically useless right now. You call, you get nothing or a busy tone. So people are just doing it themselves.
Ben, you're on with Jenny. What does doing it themselves look like?
It looks like neighbors checking on neighbors. It looks like a guy with a pickup moving people who can't drive. It looks like us making a list of who has medication, who has generators, who has babies.
That's the right instinct.
But we also got people trying to steal, and law enforcement is stretched. They can't be everywhere.
Then the best defense is community, visible community, lights on when you can, check-ins, people watching out, not vigilantism, not violence, just coordination.
That's what we're trying.
Keep trying then. That's how people survive.
That's the first hopeful thing we've heard in a while.
Hope, but fragile.
Female caller from Manhattan. She's in a high-rise, says ash smell is inside the building and elevators are unreliable. Female caller.
Put her through.
Michael, the elevators keep stopping. People are stuck. And the hallway smells like dust. My kid's scared.
Stephanie, you're on with Michael. First, if elevators are unreliable, avoid using them unless necessary. Stairs are safer if you can manage them.
But I'm on the 22nd floor.
Then conserve movement. Stay in your unit. Seal gaps under doors with towels or cloth. If the building has filtration, it may be compromised by power fluctuations. Keep your child calm. Tell them the truth without the terror. We're safe inside.
People are screaming in the lobby.
Don't go down there. Crowds become magnets for panic. Stay where you have control.
Okay, thank you.
You're doing fine. Keep listening.
Even in Manhattan, the instinct is the same. Find control.
And that's what we're trying to offer. Structure.
We're non-essential until we're all somebody has.
Exactly. We may need to switch to minimal power broadcast mode. That means fewer screens, fewer lines, fewer options.
And we're also hearing ash infiltration inside buildings, which means HVAC systems are pulling in particulates.
If you're listening anywhere in the U.S., if you can reduce outside air intake safely, do it. Close windows. Use cloth to seal gaps. Protect lungs. That's basic.
And emotionally, protect your mind. People are spiraling. People are doom scrolling. But networks are failing anyway.
So talk to the people near you. Not online. Near you.
Closing hour 10 into 11. National communication is fragmenting. Emergency systems are failing in patches. Local communities are becoming the primary support network, and our own station is preparing for reduced broadcast capacity. We don't know how many hours we have left on full power.
Next hour, hour 12, is the edge. Stay with us, hour 12, Red Zone Radio. We are still here, and honestly, I'm surprised. We've reduced power usage. We've cut everything that isn't essential. It's just voices, minimal information feed, and whatever signal our equipment can hold.
If you're hearing this, it means you still have some thread to the outside world. Hold on to it, but don't depend on it. That's the hard truth.
Quick recap for the record, because records matter. Yellowstone eruption confirmed earlier today. National emergency declared. Air travel collapsed. Supply chains disrupted. Rolling power outages and water strain spread in clusters. Communication fragmented. Communities shifted towards self-reliance.
And now we're in the final stage of the first 12 hours. Acceptance. Not calm acceptance, but the moment you realize the old world is not coming back by morning.
We've got one last official advisory update coming through the limited feed. It's short, it's broad.
This is the final official announcement we'll read in this section. Americans are advised to shelter indoors when possible, limit travel, conserve resources, and follow local emergency management instructions. Community coordination is encouraged. Do not overwhelm emergency lines unless life-threatening.
Community coordination is encouraged. That's a sentence that belongs in war, not in a Thursday.
But here we are.
Mail caller from Arizona. He says his town's water stopped, and people are lining up at a school for distribution. Mail caller.
Put him through. I'll take it.
Jenny, I don't know if you can even do anything, but our water's off. They're handing out bottles at the school. People are fighting.
Jenny, you're on with Jenny. First, stay out of fights. A bottle of water isn't worth a broken skull. How much water do you have at home?
Not enough. We didn't think.
I know. Nobody thought. Okay, if you can get water safely, do it early, do it calmly. If you can coordinate with neighbors, take turns. Don't all go at once. If there are elderly people, prioritize them.
My mom's diabetic.
then your priority is her stability. Keep her meds safe, keep her fed on schedule as best you can. And listen, if you can't get through to emergency services, your community becomes your emergency service. Find the calm people. Stay close to them.
Okay, thank you.
You're not alone, Eli. Keep moving smart.
That's the country now. Lines at schools for water.
And we're hearing the same story from state to state, like different verses of the same song.
Female caller from New Jersey. She says her husband went out for supplies and hasn't come back. Phone dead. Female caller.
Put it through.
Michael, he just went to get diapers. That's all. And now it's been 3 hours. His phone's dead. I don't know what to do.
Karen, you're on with Michael. I need you to breathe with me. 3 hours feels like a year right now, but it doesn't mean he's gone. Stores are chaos. Roads are chaos. Phones are failing.
Should I go looking?
Not with a baby at home. The safest thing is to stay put unless you have direct information. If you can, contact one neighbor, one friend, someone nearby. Ask them to keep eyes open. But don't leave your child alone, and don't join the chaos outside unless you have to.
I hate this.
I know, and I'm not going to give you false comfort, but I can give you a plan. Stay home, conserve your battery, keep lights low, and set a time window. If he doesn't return by that window, you reach out to local contacts again. Not frantic calling, targeted. And if he comes home, you lock the plan in for the next days.
Okay.
You're doing the right thing by staying steady.
That's the real terror. Diapers, medicine, water. Not movie stuff. Just life.
And the emotional weight is crushing. You can hear it in every voice.
We may lose the transmitter any minute. Systems are heating. Power is unstable.
Then we use the time we have to leave people with something useful.
If you're listening anywhere in the U.S., here's what matters now. Stay indoors when you can. Conserve fuel and power. Coordinate with neighbors. Keep your important documents and meds together. Don't travel without a clear destination and a clear reason. And don't waste energy fighting other scared people.
The country will remember who we were in these moments. Not the volcano. Us.
We're so tired, Michael.
I know.
Are we going to be here tomorrow?
I don't know.
Then say what you need to say.
If anyone can hear this, stay inside if you can. Protect your lungs. Protect your people. And don't let fear turn you into someone you don't recognize.
You mattered. Every call mattered. You're not invisible.
This is Michael Hale from Red Zone Radio.
Power's dropping again.
And if this is our last hour, then we did what we could.
Please, take care of each other.
Red Zone Radio. Out.